Winston was chairman of BHP, and I knew him very well. He was actually proposed me to join the Australian club several years earlier. And he was a good friend, and he said, I'm really worried that Holmes à Court's going to get control of BHP. So we started to do a bit of work on BHP, and we did it with an ulterior motive, that if we could stop Holmes à Court taking BHP, we would be able probably to persuade BHP to put some preference capital into Elders, which would get us out of the Monopolies Commission, because we'd be certainly financially strong enough to buy Allied Lines. So we went to work on BHP, and in the end we concluded that Holmes à Court was up with near enough to 20%, and had we not come in, he would have clearly taken over the company and split it all up and sold it all off into separate companies. So after a lot of hard work, we put together a $2 billion facility. We went down to the ANZ Bank and got $1 billion, and down to the NAB and got another $1 billion on a Friday afternoon. And on Monday morning we went into the marketplace to buy BHP. And I had my friend Peter Lawrence from Roach Tilley, John Baillieu from EL&C Baillieu, and John McIntosh from McIntosh sharing the buying. We offered at a fairly good price, premium price, and over that day we finished the day with about 11 or 12%. By lunchtime the next day we had 19% of BHP. It was the biggest it's the biggest on-market go of any stock in the world on any exchange over such a short period of time. It's never been bettered, and by the end of trading on the second day we had 19.9% of BHP. We were then in a commanding position. Holmes à Court came to my house and wanted to, he said, why don't I buy it off you and give you a profit? I said no. We then started negotiations with BHP to say, we will cooperate with you if you put $1 billion into Elders. And after a lot of fairly tense negotiations and discussions, they agreed to do that. So we were left, we thwarted Mr. Holmes à Court. Then it all came out in the public what BHP were going to do, and BHP, we issued them some preference capital in Elders. The result of that was that the Elders IXL was now strong enough to buy Allied Lines. The problem had arisen, however, in the 9 months or so that had transpired. The Allied Lines share price had gone through the roof, and it was now nowhere near as attractive for us to buy it. So we had been negotiating on the quiet to purchase the Courage Brewery, which was part of British American Tobacco. And they wanted the people who just bought that wanted the tobacco, that was, I forget his name, they wanted the tobacco business and were prepared to sell off the brewery. So we finished up negotiating a price, which turned out, we agreed at 1.2 billion. Their chairman took me to a very posh restaurant and upped it 100 million after agreement had been reached, we thought. Finished up having to pay £1,250 million for Courage, but we got a brewery. We didn't have to sell off all the residual businesses, which would have taken a lot of time that were in Allied Lines. We got it for 1.25 billion. We got over 5,000 pubs, and we had a very good, a stronger beer business actually at Courage than Allied Lines had. So that was really the saga. We finished up with Courage Brewery. We were on our way to being the 4th biggest brewer in the world, and we had a very strong relationship then with BHP.